Do you want to learn to be the ultimate sweaty Wraith? Are you playing Wraith and just not seeing the advantages of it? Do you want to be the Wraith that leaves as soon as they go down? Well, maybe not the last one. Don't be that guy. What's going on, guys? It's Scott here and thank you for clicking this video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Wraith in Apex Legends Season 7. I'm going to be covering Wraith's abilities in depth and the best way to use these to help both you and your teammates. I've included timestamps in the video description below if there are any certain areas you would like to skip ahead to. So without further delay, let's get to it. Before we take a look at Wraith's abilities, I just need to mention her profile. If you don't know, Legends profiles are essentially their hitboxes, and if they're harder to hit, they take a 5% increase in damage, but bigger Legends who are easier to hit take a 5% decrease in damage. Due to Wraith's small structure, she is classed as a low profile Legend, meaning she does take a 5% increase in damage. If you're not aware, she has also just had her famous anime run animation changed, as she was still considered too hard to hit. Wraith's passive ability is called Voices from the Void. When playing Wraith, this ability means you'll be told when an enemy out of view is aiming at you, or there is an enemy trap nearby.
The shooter, move.
Not sure. I think someone's targeting me.
This gives you complete awareness of your surroundings, which is key in Apex Legends. You can also ping this information to your teammates to let them know, so it's definitely useful when you're running out in the open so you can quickly find cover or ask Gibraltar to throw up a dome shield. Wraith's tactical ability is called Into the Void, also referred to as phasing. I should mention this did receive a nerf a couple of seasons ago and now takes 2 seconds to activate while giving you a reduced movement speed. So if you are a returning player and are used to having this activate instantly, you'll now need to account for this. While you are into the void, you have an increased movement speed and enemies cannot deal damage to you, but you do leave a blue trail behind you for them to follow. You cannot open doors while phasing, so try not to get caught out. And following a slight buff, you can now see your teammates and other enemies while you are in the void. There are a few ways to use Wraith's tactical. Typically, I play Wraith aggressively, using her phase to get out of tricky situations with multiple enemies, or when I'm running low on health. You may want to do the opposite of this and use it to push into battles, but there is a better way which I will come onto a bit later. You can also use her tactical while in the ring to take no damage and benefit from the increased movement speed. And another use is to combine this with her ultimate ability, which I will move on to very shortly. If you are enjoying the video and it is helping you out, please do give it a like and let me know in the comments below. Feel free to check out some of my other content, and if you enjoy that, please do consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. If you are interested, my socials are in the description, so check those out if you want to join me live on Twitch. But now let's move on to Wraith's ultimate. Wraith's ultimate ability is called Dimensional Rift. Dimensional Rift takes just under 4 minutes to charge to full and allows you to place a portal entry and exit. This places you and your teammates in the void, but in a select location. As mentioned earlier, you can use Wraith's tactical ability while placing your portals to gain a slight movement advantage while using it. Wraith's portal can be used for many different situations, which I will move on to next. This is what makes her so versatile in the field for both offensive and defensive players. I will also cover some of the best tips to effectively use her ultimate, so be sure to stick around. You can use Wraith's portal to aggressively push into fights and get you and your teammates there quicker if you're after those high kill gains. It does also serve as a quick escape should you and your team need to back out of a fight in case of any third party in or things just don't go to plan. For me, one of the best ways to use Wraith is defensively. I like to try and play as a team, so being able to use a Legend both aggressively and defensively is a very good strength to have. As mentioned previously, you can push using Wraith's portal, but of course you can do the opposite and use her ultimate to help you and your team back out of sticky situations and reposition, giving you the chance to regroup or heal up. Repositioning is one of the major advantages of using Wraith, so don't neglect her abilities and don't forget about using her portals. It can also be used to transport down teammates to safety, enabling you to get the revive. Should you need it, her portal can help you and your team survive and get to safety if you left it a little too late to move within the ring. Those times where your teammates may be quite far behind you or you're running out of heals, this can really save you from dying. I've not seen many people do this, and it is incredibly powerful if you use them right. Before placing your second portal, turn 180 degrees. The direction in which you place your end portal is the direction in which anyone coming through it will face. So any enemies coming through this will be disoriented and lost as to where you have vanished to. It gives you those extra few seconds to land some shots on the enemy and hopefully get them down. There are a lot of smart ways to use Wraith, but as I have gone over Wraith extensively already, I'm just going to give some quickfire tips to help maximise Wraith's potential. Hide the end of your portals and place them in cover. This makes it harder for enemies to see where you're heading and protects you from enemy teams watching your portals. As Olympus is full of high ground, use this to your advantage. Start portals at the top of an area before dropping down and ending your portal, just in case you need to get back up there fast or bring a teammate to safety. Watch the portal while waiting for your teammates or if someone is healing. If an enemy decides to travel through, getting those first few shots on them will most likely make them take the portal back. Use Wraith's phase ahead of time to account for the 2-second delay, to make sure you don't get caught out. Wraith is an incredibly powerful legend to use and have on your team if used correctly, despite all of her nerfs. The main issue I see when people play Wraith are people not using her portals both frequently and effectively enough, or just not using them at all. This puts your team at a huge disadvantage, as I've shown just how powerful she can be in the right hands. I'm hoping she doesn't receive any more nerfs in the future, but that'll ultimately be down to her win rate and respawn. That's my ultimate guide to playing Wraith in Apex Legends, so you too can be a sweaty Wraith. Experiment with Wraith yourself and go over any tips that you may need to again. I hope this guide helped you or taught you something new, and if you do have any questions, be sure to pop them in the comments below. But for now, thank you for watching and I hope to see you next time.